Hello and welcome back to the lesson. The subject is public sector governance, policy and administration. We're still on topic number one, the administrative theory. Today's lesson, we're going to cover concepts and principles of public administration. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the concepts and principles of public administration under the topic administrative theory. The topic is administrative theory. And we defined administrative theory as a body of knowledge that seeks to understand and explain the processes and structures involved in the management of public organizations. That's the meaning of administrative theory. It provides a framework for analyzing how these organizations operate, how they make decisions, and how they can be made more effective and efficient. So it is a field that encompasses a wide range of topics, including organizational behavior, decision making, leadership, public policy, and ethics. That's the meaning of administrative theory. In today's lesson, our focus is on concepts and principles of public administration. So the first concept is bureaucracy. Bureaucracy. Now, bureaucracy refers to a system of organization that is characterized by hierarchical relationships or hierarchical authority. It is also characterized by division of labor. It is characterized by the formal rules and procedures and impersonal relationships. Those are features of a bureaucracy. And while often associated with the inefficiency and red tape, bureaucracy can also provide some level of stability. You understand? It can provide a level of uh, stability within public organizations. So that's the first principle or concept of public administration, bureaucracy. It is a system of organization that is characterized by hierarchical relationships or hierarchical authority and so on. Bureaucracy. Now, the second concept is public interest. Public interest. Public interest. Public interest is a second principle of public administration. Public interest. Now, this principle emphasizes that public administrators should act in the best interest of the community as a whole rather than serving their own personal or private interests. It requires them to prioritize the welfare of the citizens and to make decisions that promote the common good. So that's the second principle of public administration. Public administrators are required to prioritize public good over their own personal interests. That is the second principle or concept. The third principle is known as efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency and effectiveness. Public decisions or public administrators are expected to utilize resources wisely. They are required to achieve the desired results with minimal waste or effort when carrying out their functions. Public administrators are required to be efficient and effective. They are required to avoid wastage. They are required to ensure that they use minimum effort to achieve maximum results. Efficiency refers to the ability to produce maximum output with minimum input, while effectiveness refers to the extent to which an organization achieves its goals and objectives. And therefore, efficiency and effectiveness is a third principle of public administration. Number 4, accountability and transparency. Accountability and transparency is the fourth principle of public administration. Public administrators are accountable to the public for their actions. They are accountable to the public for their decisions. And they are expected to be transparent in their operations, providing information about their activities, and explaining the rationale, the reasons behind their decisions. And this principle ensures that public officials are held responsible for their actions and that citizens can trust the government to act in their best interest. Accountability and transparency. 5, equity and fairness. Equity and fairness. Public administrators should treat all individuals and groups fairly and equitably, regardless of their race, gender, religion, or other personal characteristics. And this principle ensures that everyone has equal access to public services and that decisions are made based on merit. Decisions are made based on need rather than on personal biases or prejudices. Equity and fairness. 6, we have participation and collaboration. Participation and collaboration. Public administrators should engage citizens and stakeholders in their decision making. You understand? The members of the public are to be incorporated in the process of making decisions. Public officials are required to seek the input of the citizens, to seek the citizens' feedback. And this principle recognizes that citizens have a right to be involved in decision making or in decisions that affect their lives, and that their participation can lead to better and more sustainable outcomes. Public participation and collaboration is a principle of public administration. 7, professionalism and ethics. Professionalism and ethics is a principle. Professionalism and ethics. Public administrators are expected to uphold high ethical standards. They are required to act with integrity, to act with honesty, to act with impartiality, and they should be knowledgeable about their field. They should be committed to lifelong learning and also dedicated to serving public interest. Professionalism and ethics. Professionalism and ethics. Then lastly, innovation and adaptability. Innovation and adaptability is the last principle. And here, candidates, public administrators should be open to new ideas, should be open to new approaches, and they should be willing to adapt and to change depending on changing circumstances. And this principle recognizes that the challenges facing public organizations are constantly evolving, and that administrators need to be innovative and flexible in order to address such changes effectively. So these are 8 concepts and principles of public administration, and by adhering to these principles, public administrators can ensure that they are serving the public interest and fulfilling their responsibilities effectively. And these principles should provide a foundation for building trust between the public administrators and the members of the public. And the principles can create a more and equitable society. By adhering to these principles, then the public administrators can create a more just and equitable society. So this is the end of the lesson. I'm going to give you today's assignment. Question 1, describe the principles of accountability and transparency in public administration. Why are they essential and what are the potential consequences of their absence? 2, how does the concept of public interest guide decision making in public administration? Discuss the challenges in defining and prioritizing this concept. Explain the core differences between the concepts of public administration and public management. How has the emphasis shifted over time? Please answer the questions. In our next session, we will progress with the study of the topic administrative theory. Bye bye.